Hey guys, how's it going? Change of scenery today. We are at my grandparents' house today, and we're going to be doing a little bit of gardening. And I'm excited about it because they were just sent another raised bed. So Bootstrap just released a line of raised beds. If you've been here for a minute, you know that they do a lot in the stock tanks. These things are amazing. They also have 2 of the Vego beds, and they just got sent a Bootstrap bed. Well, I got sent it, and it's coming down to their house. And I thought that I would install it with you guys today, and it looks like it's going to be really easy to install, which I'm really excited about. The Vego beds, they were easy to install. They just took a really long time to install. And so with these ones, they're really cool because they've got slits in them, and then you just drop this pin down, and then your beds are installed. So it's supposed to be really, really easy. We're gonna install it today. I will let you guys know how easy it is. Let me show you guys where it's gonna go. And then I picked up some plants and I brought down a couple plants also for them. So they just had this gazebo or pergola installed. And then they've got these 2 Vego raised beds here, and the soil has sunk so much, and so we've been slowly topping it back up. When I was here last, I topped this area up, and we still have more topping up to do because it's dropped so much. Even this one I topped up, but you can see I didn't top up on this side, and it's dropped down quite a lot. So I try to always make sure that raised beds are always full to the very, very top. And then the bed that we're gonna be building today is gonna go right here. So it's not tall like this one. This one is going to be a little bit shorter. I think it's probably going to be about that tall. And then it's going to be kind of long. So I don't exactly, you would think I looked at the box. I didn't look at the box to see the sizing of it, but the goal is to get it there. And then they've got this, I think it's a mandarin tree that they want to put inside it. So the mandarin tree will go into the bed. And then I picked up a couple other things, and I brought down a dahlia to go in there also. So we've got to get to work, because it was supposed to rain. Now it's almost 70 degrees, which is really weird. So we're gonna go ahead and get to building the bed, and then we can get it all filled up. Okay, so I got the box unpacked, and I'm reading all about it right now. So it's a 6-in-1 configuration. So there are 6 possible configurations with it. You can do a 2x2, a 3.5 by 2 feet, a 3.5 by 3.5 feet. You can do a 6.5 by 2 feet, and you can do a 5 foot by 2 foot, or you can do a 5 foot by 3.5 feet. And so with this, we're probably gonna do the 3.5 by 2 feet. So we're gonna do pretty small. So that's the second option right there. So we will end up having some extra pieces on this. Ideally, if you're gonna buy beds like these, you usually are buying because you wanna get like the biggest space out of them. So typically you would do like to use all the pieces, you would typically do the 6.5 by 2.5, or you would do the 5 foot by 3.5 feet, which is all 10 pieces. We're gonna be going with 6 pieces. So I will have 4 pieces left over. It comes with your 4 corner panels. So that's why you can't make another bed, is because you're just gonna have straight runs. It comes with your 6 side panels, your 10 connecting rods, your braces, and then it also comes with a safety edge for the top. And this is really cool. So where with the other beds, you kind of have to screw them together. It's a whole bunch of individual screws. These ones, you're taking these rods right here and you're just sliding them down. There's these holes on them. Let me show you. So these beds, kind of weird, right? So what happens is one side looks like this, the other side looks like this. And with this, you're gonna connect your 2 pieces, and you can see how this kind of pops out a little bit like this. Then this goes in, this slides in between your 2 pieces. and then it locks on. And then your two pieces are securely connected, and they're not held in by little tiny bolts. And so this should only take me a few minutes to install. I'm really hoping. I mean, that literally took me seconds to do that. So I think the hardest part is going to just be doing this by myself and configuring it. I mean, I think it's actually gonna be pretty straightforward. I will say the most annoying part was getting the plastic off of this. The plastic, I mean, technically I don't think you need to take it off. I think for me, it's just an aesthetic thing that it has to come off. So I would take the plastic off. And this one is only 17 inches tall. I think that's the only size that they currently have is 17 inches tall. So unfortunately, patience isn't really a virtue that I possess. It's just never really been my thing. So I will say, the install of this bed is going to be incredibly easy. The hardest part. So these have a protective plastic film on it. And you can't tell really on the side pieces at all, actually, but you can tell on the corner pieces, there's all these air bubbles in it. And so you wanna take the film off. It's more for shipping. This is about how long it takes to do it. And it's just not a virtue I possess. I will say, I remember doing the Vego beds, they were the exact same issue. They just took me so long to get the plastic off, and then they took me forever to actually like build. These ones are not gonna take me forever to build. So if you have the patience that I have, just know that getting the shipping film off, so this is the plastic film that they use for shipping so it doesn't scratch your bed. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. Let's build the bed now, because I was just doing this piece to show you guys, but I've got all of my pieces already done. I think that's gonna look really good. I'm gonna try to scooch it over as much as I can this way, so that way the walkway isn't impeded at all. It took me 6 minutes to build it, and it took me 15 minutes to get the plastic off. So like I said, the plastic, that's gonna take the longest. I don't know, I'm really happy with that. I think that's really pretty, and it looks really nice up against the green shade cloth that they've got there. So we'll go ahead and get that filled up with some soil, and then we will put the tree in there, which was already starting to root into the ground over there. We'll see how that goes. I might have to cut the bottom of that container right there. Either way, I'm amazed. The like pins on these, like I said, 6 minutes to build this, where I think these ones took us almost an hour, if I'm speaking correctly. I think it was about an hour per bed on these, and I had Brent helping me. So these beds take way longer. These ones, they're shorter. I don't think they have them in the tall size. I don't specifically know that, but I know Bootstrap only has them on that small size right there. But I love the color, love the size of it, and I love that it only took me 6 minutes to build that. And like I said, if you get the plastic on there, it's not the end of the world. The corner pieces just had a little air bubble on them, so you could even take the plastic just off the side pieces and it would be totally fine. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually probably gonna put that orange tree inside the container and then fill up with soil around it. And then we're gonna run drip over the top of it, not up the bottom of it like I do for most of my containers. So let's go ahead and get that orange tree in there, or the mandarin tree in there. Oh man, it was really heavy. Well, the bed is built and it is filled with soil, and I got the tree back in. I did end up having to cut off some of the roots because they were growing through the base of it and I just couldn't get it out. So I cut the roots off and then I cut off some of the top. So that way it kind of matches. So if you end up pruning roots, you need to cut the top off. Otherwise there's gonna be too much foliar growth for the roots to be able to support. So I did do that and I limbed it up just a little bit. And then Jay is here now. So we're all here at Grandma's. Grandma and Jaelyn have been hanging up new ornaments around the garden. They just hung up this little grasshopper in the tree and then a few other little things around the property. So they're going to keep working on that, I think. And I think I'm going to get this planted up and then we'll call it a day. So now that the bed is all done, let me go over the plants that I've got. So I've got some dahlias that I was thinking I was going to throw in there, and there's not enough room for all of these, but I could definitely throw in probably 2 of these. And then I've got some petunias. I've been wanting to try the Wave series petunias. So I picked up the Wave petunias and I'm gonna try them in Grandma's garden. So it was 13 bucks. It is 6 of them, which is not bad. So I'm hoping that they perform well. And then I've got some sedum. I just thought that this would be really nice, and it's a little bit of evergreen. And they're a little bit leggy right now, but they'll be happy. And I just kind of thought on the corners of the beds, kind of like seeping over, that would be pretty. Dahlia in the back, another dahlia in the back. And then I've got some Dusty Miller that I thought I would just tuck in. And then this guy, and then we'll go in with some petunias tucked into the bed. So Jaelyn is actually gonna go ahead and plant all of that for me. She said she wants to do the planting, so I'm gonna let her do it. So I'm gonna set the tripod up. I'm actually gonna go cut Grandma and Grandpa's hair, and then she is gonna get all the planting done. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm kind of gonna give her free reign. I'm gonna tell her like dahlias need to be in the back, and then Dusty Miller and petunias can be interplanted, and then I'll let her put the sedums kind of where she wants. We'll see what happens.
Hello everyone. I switched with my brother. So now you get to see me plant the plants. Okay. Green thumb now. All right, finally done planting, and I think that they look beautiful. I'm gonna say I did a pretty dang good job. You know, I'm not the gardener of the family, but I love it.
Well, Jaelyn finished, and it looks good.
I already said that. I already told them that I finished and that it was amazing.
Well, this is my first time seeing it. It looks great. I kind of just let her figure out how she wanted to do it. I let her do the Dusty Mailer and all that. I told her the dahlias just needed to go in the back because they get the tallest. So, looks good. I did come out, and she's like, it's kind of weird right here. So we added that one extra petunia. Did you tell me you had one left over? Mm-hmm. So we added it just right on the corner. And it'll fill out. It's funny because that's like the worst looking one, but it will look like the other ones here soon. Well, thanks for joining me. She came after it was already built.
That's part. Yeah.
I hope that you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys have any advice. You know, I'm still learning.
Do you want to give them an update on your houseplant?
I do. It's thriving right now. I put her by the window in my bathroom, and she loves the sun.
So it's still alive.
And it's a her.
And it's a her. And it's growing.
and she's doing great. I mean, I water her.
I'm proud of you.
Every Sunday. I water her every Sunday.
That's good. Good. And then soon we're going to get ready for prom and everything. So
coming soon.
Prom time again. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to Grandma's Garden, doing that with us. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.